Okay, a Quest update from me. So this is Quest 3 on the v59 update, and I'm going to go over a few of the issues obviously I had before, tell you what's changed, what pleases me out of this update. First of all, they haven't fixed starting the recording from your controller shortcut to get a microphone. You still don't have a microphone. As you can tell by the microphone quality, what they have done is seemingly lowered the gain on the microphone, I guess, because this is really quiet now. But there's a few more changes, and I'll get to that in a second. So we're going to check out a few of the main things that I like about this now. There's no longer the need to go into your quick settings and then switch. They've called it switch distance now. It used to be switch screen or whatever before. There is now a dedicated icon down the bottom here, which will put you into the bigger mode where you can resize your windows. So that's pretty neat to have that easily accessible. There's also a change to how they've done the library, so it is now back to normal. It's just showing you your list of sort of installed apps and stuff and unknown sources. You no longer have to go into the search and then find it, so that's obviously better. It's put back to how it should have been before. File viewer, that now opens for me, so that's good. There's also in the settings, the developer options, an MTP notification. So I've actually had that issue on video where I plugged a USB cable into my PC and absolutely nothing happened because there's no way to get that notification up. So they've at least added this for those instances that if something does go wrong or you need to change what's happening with the connection, you at least get a notification for it. There's also the USB link auto connects, which basically if you're only ever doing wired link PCVR, that's handy. Saves having to put your headset on, click something to allow a link every single time, so that's pretty cool. As in performance-wise, I don't think much has changed yet. I haven't really spent too much time because I've still got this headset with the bad Mura or whatever effect I've got. It's just given me eye strain to use it, so I'm still waiting for Meta to sort out return. But in the actual system settings and stuff, again, there's not much change. There's a few extra options in here. You do need to enable this in the enable custom settings. But again, everything else, I've had a look for my camera, I've had a look for the controller stuff. There's no way to fix that microphone recording thing. What they have done is
right of the target.
Make sound
with a great chance here for 2-0 Bayern.
Which is helpful.
Unlikely he'll get too many of them.
I'm not going to do that for copyright side of it, but you now have audio recordings from the actual windows. But as you can probably tell, my headset volume isn't actually up. There's no way to control the actual recording volume of the games, essentially, or your windows, unless you've got separate volume control. So if I lower that down in here, it will lower the application volume that's recorded. But if you're playing a game, and again, if you just do, whenever they fix the microphone, if you just do your controller shortcuts to record a video, your microphone is actually a little bit more quieter now. Probably just a cheap fix for the popping problem or the background removal problem. But the applications are really loud, so you're going to struggle to hear yourself talk over the applications unless you actively set your volume lower. That's not a problem specific to Quest 3. Picos have that problem as well. It's just no volume controls. I don't know why HMD manufacturers don't add that. So yeah, if you're creating content, then obviously just be aware of that. But apart from that, it's addressed my few, well, not all of the gripes, but a few gripes with the OS in a minute. So this is nicer for me. I'm not getting as frustrated just to navigate and use it. And also, thankfully, and again, I'm going to jinx this now, they're going to pass through. You can see I've got an Ethernet cable into a USB hub, which is obviously connected to the headset. I don't have any Wi-Fi on, and as you've seen, obviously from YouTube and stuff, the internet's still working. So Ethernet, while it's not supported on Quest 2, it is supported on Quest 3. It's still working on v59. Meta, just don't take that away. I don't know why you would even need to take that away. So this is great if you're using virtual desktop. You don't necessarily have to have any fancy router at all, or even limit yourself to being in the same room as your router. If you're on your network and you're on sort of a gigabit, sort of Cat 5e, whatever cable, you can have maximum performance in virtual desktop. So this is pretty cool. If you're going to use this, I would suggest getting a PD charge and Ethernet, just a normal USB-C hub. Avoid the little tiny adapters. They tend to be pretty sketchy. Just get a normal USB-C hub with Ethernet, or even just daisy chain stuff. That works just fine. So this is here for now. That's good. Leave it alone, Meta, please. So yeah, I just thought I'd do an update because everyone seems to think I'm negative about Quest 3. I'm only negative when it pisses me off. So this is now pleasing me. It's nice to use. It's a lot more functional. Just easier to get stuff. Bigger windows. Like, it's just simple. It's how it should be. I would still like to use the thumbsticks to actually distance stuff away from me. So I'm not sure what the deal is. I don't know whether I need to grab the bottom bar. Yeah, I still need to grab the bottom bar, but I can't do a thumbstick to distance. I have to grab, release. So that's stupid, really. Just put on a thumbstick. It's just super easy if you got the grip trigger held. Just makes it very quick and easy to navigate and change position, especially if you want to lay back and put this on the ceiling. So yeah, it's getting better. But obviously I've still got to return this headset at some point. So that's my update. So cheers, guys.